Hello, how's it going? The nice thing about my channel is that you never know what the next video is going to be. Neither do I. So today we're going to talk about something very random that I stumbled upon. I'll link Neon Dagger's video below. Like I watch a lot of shmup content like lately, past year, 2 years or so, I want to say. And so I stumbled upon this video by Neon Dagger where he was testing something called Groovy Mister, which is basically something that was invented by Sakis, which unfortunately died, as I understand, last year. So rest in peace. But the basic idea of Groovy Mister is that you're going to generate video frames in your computer, be it like from any game or emulator. And then before you send these frames to your actual screen, your monitor, you're actually gonna put them into a network packet, send it over the network, and then show it on your CRT. And from his testing and from people on the forums, on the Mister forums, this supposedly can be faster than showing the picture on your own screen. And so I was watching that video and thinking, man, there's no way this is true, man. Like, really, I have the emulator running on my computer, right? And so you're telling me that I am going to get the video from said emulator. I'm going to send it over the network to the Mister, and the Mister is going to send a picture to my screen on the CRT, and that is going to render faster than the monitor that's actually connected to the computer. There is no way, right? Like, these guys are bullshitting me. So then I go on a whole journey of configuring, well, first Groovy Mister, and then Groovy MAME to run the MAME emulator with a bunch of arcade games, and then send the picture to the Mister. And then RetroArch with the Groovy plugin. And then finally, I have another like whole diatribe, which is not the topic of this video, but I made a branch off of ITG Mania, which is a dancing rhythm game, and I made ITG Mania send the picture to the Mister as well. And from all this testing, uh, I mean, I didn't, I don't have a high-speed camera, so I haven't, videotaped like my monitor and the TV to compare. Oh, this one is 1 frame faster or whatever. But from just testing, just playing the game, I mean, it seems pretty fast. Like I am a bit of a purist in a sense. Well, not super purist, but somewhat, in the sense that I like using original hardware where I can. I like using original controllers where I can. If I play like a very precise game and an emulator or on the Switch, for example, I can immediately tell the difference. For example, I used to do a lot of Mega Man X speedrunning some 10 years ago or so. And Mega Man X has a couple like frame perfect tricks, like have 2 frames or whatever. And when I try to do those tricks in a Switch, on my Nintendo Switch, on the big HDMI fancy television on the living room, I can't pull it off. I really have trouble doing it. And then when I try it here on the Mister, which I'm going to show in a bit, like I'm pointing here because it's right here, but I'll grab the camera. Just hang tight. But when I try that on the Mister, like any fast-paced games, as I said, Mega Man X or Sonic or Mario or whatever, I play markedly better on the Mister, on the CRT. So it's not just in my head, right? Another game that I've been practicing a lot lately is Ninja Gaiden on the NES. And like I can beat the game somewhat right now. And when I play here, everything fine, all good. And then when I try playing it on the virtual console on the Switch, man, it's a disaster. Like I'm missing attacks, I'm getting hits in on the air. And you have, to have very precise inputs in Ninja Gaiden to proceed, especially through like, 6-2 and that kind of stage. So, you know, that's a whole thing to say that from what I have tested, it seems to me like this Groovy Mister is the real deal. And it has been backed by a bunch of people that know way more than I do, so good stuff. So now, that's the first thing, like Groovy Mister. We're going to get there, show. We're getting there. Now, second thing, if you follow a couple of ShmupArch channels, which you probably don't, but maybe you do, like The Electric Underground by Mark MSX, or Shmup Junkie, or Spider's STG, or The Hidden Fortress, or several others. But especially Mark. I watch a lot of like Mark MSX videos on the Electric Underground. So they talk about shmupping. It's like a fun thing to do and whatnot. And Mark specifically has made a project like a couple years back, which is called ShmupArch, which is essentially grabbing RetroArch, the multi-system emulator, and then configuring it with as little a delay as possible in terms of input lag, so you can play shoot 'em ups, arcade-based shoot 'em ups, or console shoot 'em ups, whatever, in RetroArch as if you were in the cabinet, or sometimes on the PCB, the actual arcade, or sometimes even faster. Oh, but that's cheating. I don't care. I'm not going for a world record. I just want to have a good experience. And so, like, playing fast and seeing my input happen instantly is like super good. So good stuff. So apparently, earlier this year, 2025, ShmupArch version 7.0 was released. And if you search on Google, you'll see, okay, Reddit thread and all that kind of stuff. But it's only for Windows, and currently I'm using Linux, so not for me. So then I found another guy, which is called the project. Let me check here. ShmupArchify, which is a project that someone made 2 years ago. It's in my repository credits, you'll see. And it's a bunch of Go code that does the configuration of ShmupArch in a RetroArch installation in Linux, and then there you go. So I combined what was in ShmupArch 7.0 plus the configuration Linux side of ShmupArchify, and then bundle them into one thing, which is this. There you go. So this is my ShmupArch Linux project, which is nothing original, okay? I'm just copying stuff that other people have done. So credits here, Mark MSX and the Electric Underground for the original ShmupArch. The guy from ShmupArchify, it's ZM and PL, which is the one that did the Linux porting and whatnot. And if you maybe need a couple ROMs and whatnot, this website it's a nice resource, I'll say that. So good stuff. So what is the idea here is that you can clone this repo, and then you're going to grab RetroArch. You can grab the binary distribution or compile it yourself. I mean, if you want to do the Mister thing, you're going to have to compile it, but that's fine. I'm going to show a repo here in a bit that does that. And then you're good, right? So there's a configuration for running on desktop, which is retroarch.cfg. And if you want to run on the Mister, then it uses this configuration here. And the picture is going to be a lot smaller because it's going to render on the CRT, so you don't need as many pixels. Okay, good stuff. So if you want, you can grab this. It's not like prepared to the public, to be honest with you. There may be issues here, problems, hopefully not, but you can check your mileage here, so to speak. Now, finally, if you want to run the Mister, i.e. Groovy Mister in RetroArch, then you need the thing here. So we're gonna check here Groovy Mister. There we go. This is Saki's, which is the guy that passed away, as I understand, unfortunately. And so then this is the Groovy core for Mister. You're gonna install that, and then there is this thingy here, RetroArch fork. So you click here, and then you can grab this fork here that has all the code to run RetroArch with the Mister video plugin, right? So you can grab the video and the audio from RetroArch and send it to your TV. And I'm gonna show that running in a little bit. Now there were two bugs I found in this. So I have a repo which I don't remember the name. Let's see here in my repo list. It's somewhere around here. It's RetroArch. Here we go. So then this is basically Saki's or Antonio's port with one single commit, which is, I don't remember. It's somewhere around here. Let me see. It's a Mister branch. Mister. So you can grab my branch if you have problems. And then so there you go, this one. So this is the commit that I did. It's just two bug fixes, simple stuff here. So basically, the audio wasn't working for me on Linux with Pulse Audio or Pipewire also. So I fixed that. And secondly, the orientation was always like, my TV is clockwise, so it was always flipped around. And then I did like, I think it's video rotation equals shoe, should do a 180 and it didn't work. So I fixed that. So there's these two things here. So if you want, you can grab this and then compile RetroArch. It is, you know, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing in the world, but at the same time, you're watching this video, so hopefully you can make it work, right? Okay, good stuff. So now let's see this working. Okay, first I'm gonna do it on the desktop, right? So actually I'm gonna hide my webcam here, hide this. So I have cloned ShmupArch and have Mister running and whatnot. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Mister and everything. So I have the script here, run.sh, which invokes. And now this is just a fancy thing that I have, you know, that I have I have only Shmup games here, evidently. But then I have all the games here and you can like search. For example, let's say I want to play Barbarega, so you can like search by name. Or there is like developer or quality, not my rating. There's like a Japanese thread that I found in System 11 forum that has this rating, so I copy them. And then difficulty, again, not my ratings. These are from like a bunch of threads that I found on System 11 forums, and a Japanese, some guy or a community made this a difficulty rating. And then clear time. I grabbed a bunch of like timestamps in YouTube videos. Hopefully it's all right. But yeah. And then name, and then that's it. So let's say we want to play, I don't know, like let's do Apache, right? So then we do enter here, and then there's a world, Japan, and the range version. So I'm going to select Japan, and this is going to be the desktop version because it didn't pass dash dash Mister. So it is working right here, as you can see. And I'm going to show you my webcam like real quick here. Have my 8-bit DOE arcade stick plugged into the PC. Oh, it's not the same Mitsu. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll buy a better lever this year, this in 2026. Who knows? Maybe. So yeah. Let me hide the camera. So there we go. It is right here. I don't know if the audio is coming through. Hopefully it is. Actually, I didn't turn on the thing, so it's not gonna work. Is it gonna work? Oh, it's okay.
Select your battle fighter.
So now, so it's hard to reach. Let's do this with the webcam. Make the webcam smaller here. There you go. We're gonna do a live input test here. Let's do it like this with the camera. There you go. So you're seeing the controller here. I'm gonna click here so you have the game. So I'm gonna select the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
The countdown begins.
So you guys can count it if you like. Okay, so I'm gonna press a button and it's gonna show sometimes. So let's do it. That was a bonus. I mean, let's stop the game. I just noticed the music is super loud. Hopefully you guys could listen to me. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. The input lag is super cool. Now let's cancel this, and now let's do the Mister thing. Okay, so that was a Control C. That's fine. Now if I want to do a Mister, I just have to do dash dash Mister here, and it's gonna send the video to the Mister. Well, where's the Mister? Let's make the camera bigger now. It's kind of like a stream if you think about it. You know, like I don't script my videos, so there you go. Hopefully you like the experience. Okay, so let me grab my camera here. So I have the CRT TV, which is like in normal, and then there's the thing. This is the VGA cable for the normal TV, and then if I want to play date mode or tate mode, if you watch Game Sex, so that's the thing. Then I have this TV here rotated clockwise. So okay, so that is the thing there. So what I'm gonna do is first, I'm gonna grab this keyboard here, and we're gonna select the Groovy Mister here. So we go to utility, and then Groovy, and then you're gonna see this ball here flipping around. Now, what I do recommend is either you have a RJ45 Ethernet cable directly connected to your PC, or you have a fast router, which I do. So it works out great for me. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you my actually you can see my terminal 2 times here. It's here and then it's here. So we're gonna select here, and then let's do a different game. Let's do something that the Mister can't do, because we know that, for example, there is a Dodonpachi core and the Mister, but there is no Batsugan, for example, core. We're gonna do the special version here. And then the game starts and you're gonna see it's like minuscule right here. This is the game. So clearly I'm not gonna play like this, but check this out. It's right here. Now we're still using the input that is connected to the PC. So it's this guy here that is connected to the PC. So good stuff. I'm gonna put a coin here. Actually, sorry. We need to turn on the audio here. So you press F12, you go to audio, and then you turn it on. And now the audio is coming from the TV. Now there's going to be 2 audios because there's going to be one from the computer and one here. That's fine. So we do select. This is super loud. Hopefully you guys can listen to it. Actually, we can do this. See? Okay, this. Hang on. Okay, this is better. So we're going to select Gautiana, the goat. Okay. And there you go, man. Like, see, it's here, but it's also here, and it's playing great. Like, I don't know what I can tell you. Here, I'm moving the ship. I'm gonna press autofire here. I'm trying to record with my left hand, so it's really hard. But see, good stuff. It's good stuff. Now I'm gonna close this and gonna put the camera back up here. And yeah, like that's basically it. So there's a ton of games here, as you can see, and you can organize them if you want. You just need to link your directory there, and there's the versions as well. So you have like stuff that has a ton of versions, like Dodonpachi, Diojo, for example. There's like 7 versions here. So there you go. Go crazy. So let's go back to the rants scene. So yeah, I have been having a lot of fun with the setup so far, especially for practicing. It's really good because I do like the Mister. I like that you can run the PCBs like the best you can do it. Aside from like buying the PCB itself, which is impossibly expensive, but if you don't want to do that, then this is, I think, the next best thing. But you don't have save states, for example. So if you want to practice a particular section or a boss or everything, then it's really hard, right? With the Mister. And so okay, I'm gonna play on emulator on my computer, memorize everything, and then go to the Mister. Okay, you can do that. Or you can play on the CRT, which I think is really cool. And of course, there are also some cores that are not on the Mister. Batsugan, as I mentioned, like Diojo is not and on the Mister, or any Mushihime-sama, or Ketsui, or Daifukatsu, or Sai Diojo, and like a ton of other cave games. So my dog just entered the office, as you can see. And she doesn't even close the door, man. But yeah, I think this is really cool. So feel free to try it out. If you have any issues, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to fix it. Like, no promises. I'm not a developer, but if you want to try it out and have fun, hopefully it works out for you. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers. Bye.